Hello and welcome back. I am back again. Don't put no thumbs down, give me thumbs up. But I am back again with another story time. It's one of those subjects that, of course, you can tell by the title is one that too many people don't really talk about. I mean, I have not seen it on YouTube, but actually, I have not looked for it on YouTube. I'm very sure that there are people who have talked about it, but in my family, you don't hear my aunts, my mother, my grandmother, you don't hear them talk about this. And I'm very sure that it have happened in my family. I mean, I know my mom, she been through this before. Um, of course, I've been through it. I mean, I wouldn't be talking about it if I haven't. So, this might be a tearjerker, so I have my box of Kleenex. But before I go into this video, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos. And let's just jump on in. And what is this about? This is about the day that I found out that I was pregnant with my second child. And the way that it happened was, which is so weird. It's so weird the way that happened. I don't know if you watched my teen pregnancy, but I believe I talked about it in my teen pregnancy that I watched. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I watched the TLC baby story just about every day while I was pregnant with Precious. Okay, now back to this. I found out I was pregnant. Second pregnancy. Found out I was pregnant. And something told me to go watch a baby story. So, I mean, it don't come on TV anymore. So, I pulled it up on my phone. I watched TLC, a baby story. So, right when I watched it, it hit me. Leisha, you're pregnant. I'm like, nah, couldn't be, can't be. Said, Leisha, you're pregnant. So, like I said, I was in a relationship. So, I mean, at that time, you know, I'm in a relationship. I'm like really deep with this guy. I'm in a relationship. So, I mean, I kept pregnancy tests with me because you never know, especially, you know, when you doing the unprotected stuff, you never know. So, I had the pregnancy test. I took the pregnancy test. It said that I was pregnant. But I mean, I looked at that pregnancy test like, this got to be a joke because this is an old pregnancy test that have been in this drawer forever. I'm like, this got to be a joke. So I went to Walmart, bought the clear blue. Said the same thing. It's two tests came in the pack, so I took both tests. It said the same thing. I went to the Dollar Tree because I like, this got to be a joke. And, you know, it's clear blue. It has to be right. But yet it's still, I went to Dollar Tree. Bought the Dollar Tree pregnancy test. Now imagine, clear blue, Dollar Tree. But still, I bought the Dollar Tree pregnancy test. It said the same thing. I was pregnant. So, I wanted to be pregnant. I did, not expecting it to happen like that, but I wanted to be pregnant. And so when I saw that, I was excited. I cried tears of joy. The best day of my life. I was so excited because I think I was like 35. I was 35. So, I mean, I really didn't think that, you know, my chances of getting pregnant was a slim to none chance. I mean, right when I saw that I was pregnant, best thing ever. Best day. Best thing ever. Like I said, at that point, at that moment, at that time, I was not married. I mean, I was in a great relationship. I was not married. So I called him, let him know. Everything ran a little bit, a little. The feeling was not mutual with him. So I mean, we talked about it, 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 talked about it. I mean, and I went to work excited. The next thing I know, I started getting headaches. I mean, I was like brand new at the pregnancy, close, clear, very brand new. Like the doctor said that most women at this point don't even know that they're pregnant. That's how brand new that's how I was. That's where I was at. And so I already started experiencing headaches, which I guess I thought it was normal because I dealt with headaches while I was pregnant with Precious. But at the same time, remember when I found out about Precious, I was 3 months pregnant. So I started dealing with headaches, and next thing I know, I started having bleeding. So I thought it was quite normal. And I called my mom. My mom was like, Alicia, you need to go get that checked on to make sure you're okay. So I did. Um, I did. I went in and got that checked on. And I guess maybe few weeks went by. I think I found out in July that I was pregnant. And few weeks went by, like I said, going through the bleeding and everything. Ended up going to the hospital, and they pretty much told me that I had a miscarriage. I lost the baby. That was, I thought I have experienced worse days in my life. That was the worst day that I ever experienced in my life. The worst day that I ever experienced. And I mean, yet and still, I was telling myself, I was still taking pregnancy tests saying positive and everything. But yet and still, I was still bleeding. Then had a doctor's appointment. They was checking to see if the baby was still there. So the day I had the doctor's appointment, I was in the hospital room. And they had a little bed with a little paper thing on there for you to sit on. And I was cramping. I don't know if it was cramping, contractions, I don't know what it was. But it was so bad that I just kept pacing the floor. I mean, I handle pain pretty well. I mean, I don't let people know when I'm hurting. And so I just paced the floor, walking back and forth, pacing the floor. And it was time for me to go in the back so they can do the little ultrasound thing on the inside, the ultrasound on the inside, to make sure, to see if there was a baby there. So what they did, which I don't know if you went through this before, or if any of you guys been through this. but they had to turn the screen thing around so I couldn't see it because I mean that's pretty much like torment. To experience that's torment. To experience losing your child. And I know, I mean, everybody like, it was an embryo, whatever it's called. I mean, it wasn't even developed as a baby yet. Didn't have a heartbeat, nothing like that, because it was too early and everything. But yet and still, I don't care what anybody say, that was my baby. That was my baby. Excuse me. That was inside of me. That was my baby. And my brother was in there. I had to go to the bathroom after because she relied by us pushing on you. I mean, pretty much you got to use the bathroom and everything after all that. So, like, right when I got up, you know how it is when you, which I know this TMI, but when you feel a discharge or something come out your body, that's what I felt. I felt I felt it come out. No, I don't do nothing crazy like hold it or nothing like that. No. But that's my baby. I think about the baby. Think about them all the time. I don't know if it's a boy. I don't know if it's a girl. But I think about that baby. Like that year. Oh my goodness. That year was the worstest year. And then on top of that, while I was going through that, which I mean I was still sticking it out with the guy that I was with. He had death to his family at the same time. So I mean I wasn't able to really I didn't have nobody that I can literally just fall back on because I had to be strong for him. But at the same time, I felt like I was dying on the inside. I felt like I was dying on the inside because I mean I felt like it wasn't fair. I felt like it wasn't fair. Which I know that God have a better plan. I know that God have a better plan. God have a great plan. God knew we would do it. At the same time, at that moment, I didn't understand that, and I felt like it wasn't fair for God to take my baby instead of taking me. That's how I felt. I mean, depression was real. I wanted to give up my own life. Because I felt like it was not fair. I wanted that baby. And I felt like it wasn't fair. And like I said, God had a better plan. God thoughts. Excuse me. God thoughts are not like ours, God had a better plan. And we're not going to always understand why. But he had a better plan. Christmas was horrible. Well, it's blowing, the wind blowing outside. Christmas was not good. New Year's, And Mother's Day, oh, Mother's Day, I felt like, even now on Mother's Day, sometimes I feel like I don't even deserve that title, even though I am a mom of two, my daughter and my baby in heaven. But I felt like because of the fact that I could not mother my child that was in heaven, I felt like I didn't deserve to even have that title. For Mother's Day. Because I mean, I couldn't even keep my own child. My baby supposed to be born in January. The same month of Precious. That's what my baby supposed to be born. I know it was in January. It probably wasn't January, it was close to it. Or maybe March. But, yeah, March, because it's supposed to be close to Maureen's birthday. But, that's how I felt. And I tried, on Mother's Day, I tried my best not to be around anyone. I was at my mom's house, worst decision. But I was at my mom's house. I woke up crying. I made sure nobody was around. I was in the bathroom crying, went back to bed crying, and I cried. I cried. And everybody woke up. I couldn't go downstairs. I couldn't even go downstairs. I just stayed up there and cried. Because, I mean, like I said, I felt like it wasn't fair. I did. I keep up with my child's birth every year. This year, I will be 3 years old. Going on 4. So I always try the best way for me to look at it. Excuse me again. I'm sorry, y'all. The best way for me to look at it is I'm sorry. The best way for me to look at it is that my baby's in heaven with my papa, with my grandfather. Keeping my grandfather busy because of me. I'm 4-year-old. I work with 4-year-olds now. They busy, they're some busy kids. Something like I look at it as, and I don't know if it's true, you know, people say that your loved ones are looking down from heaven, looking at you and everything. I don't know if it's true. I don't. But if it's true, I tell Papa, that's my Papa, my grandfather, we got him Papa. I tell him, I said, look after my baby. I pray and I ask God to watch my baby. Sometimes I can imagine my baby said, Mommy, it's okay. Sometimes I can imagine it. In order to keep me strong, in order to keep me going, in order to keep the tears from falling. It even got to a point that I began to envy people, which I know is wrong. So y'all, please forgive me. But I mean, I got to a point that I began to envy people who had kids, who have met hell, spent time with, and all that stuff, and their kids went on to heaven. I envied them. Why? Because I never even met my baby. I never met my baby. And they had time to meet their kids. They had time to even get to know their personality. They had time to even see how that child looked. And I got to put it out. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I had sympathy for them. I did. I had great sympathy for them. But at the same time, like, one person told me, they were like, my child drowned at the age of 17. So that, like, you should be happy that your child didn't make it. Like, so you telling me that you was able to spend 17 years with your child, and I should be happy that I didn't even get to spend one day, not one day, not one day. Not one day with my baby. It is crazy how sometimes people try to encourage you and just really just say the wrong things, you know. Really just say the wrong things. I don't blame them because no telling they probably didn't know what to say. And that's the best they could come up with, but y'all forgive me for crying. I told y'all that's right. That's possibly this. Forgive me for crying. But I really have to say this. Even though I felt like at that point, I didn't have nobody to lean on. My church family. They was like the pillow, you know, the pillow that holds the buildings up and stuff. That was like the pillow I could lean on. That was like the pillow that I could lean on. Please forgive me for even though nobody knew what was going on but the pastor and his wife. But if I cried, somebody came and helped me. The pastor and his wife, they came over there and put their arms around me. And they knew it was going to be okay. They helped me out. And I couldn't even hold my own self up. They wouldn't let me fall. They did. And although in my personal life I didn't have too many people who had my back like that, but the ones who did, they did. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, y'all. The ones who did have my back, they had my back. And I felt God tell me plenty of times to lean on the church. I felt like He told me that. Ooh, that wind blowing. I felt He told me that plenty of times. Lean on the church. Lean on the church. Lean on the church. And that's exactly what I did. And even though, and it's not so much, it's not so much as just getting on the building, leaning on the church. It wasn't so much like that, but it's like when I fought, when I heard it, when I just felt like I couldn't make it, I felt like I could just draw from the church. Like the church was a glass of water or a glass of juice or something. I was extremely thirsty and I could just continue to drink from the church. And it kept me from dying of thirst. It kept me from dying of thirst. And that part was, especially for that particular church, that was the best experience I had. In the midst of pain, the worst is pain. Because I feel like, I have been through stuff. Excuse me, I have been through stuff. But that top pretty much the worst. That top the worst. I do. But yeah, I miss my baby. It's going on 4 years. I miss my baby a lot. And I know y'all might be like, well, you never met the baby. How can you miss the baby? That pregnancy test said that I was pregnant. The pregnancy test said there was a baby there. So that's how I say my baby. Because I know that the baby was there. I know the baby was there. So that's why I say my baby. Because I know that my baby was there. But in the midst of everything, in the midst of all, I'm still here. I'm still here, y'all. I'm still here. Some people, sometimes depression have a way of taking you out. But I don't know if y'all believe in God. But I give all the credit to God. I do. I give all the credit to God that I'm still here. I'm still here. I made it so far through those 3 years. March will make 4. I'm going to make it. And although I said Mother's Day may never be the same, it probably will, probably won't. I don't know. Right now, it's just not. But, you know, I thank God. I thank God that I saw the pregnancy test. I thank God that it did say that I'm pregnant. Because that was a beautiful day. That was a exciting day. That was a beautiful day to know that I was pregnant. And I thank God for that moment. Anyways, guys, I'm about to go. I think I cried enough. But I appreciate y'all listening. This is the first time that I ever told this story. And I'm sure that it probably won't be the last time. Hopefully next time I won't be crying as much. But anyways, if you going through that, if you going through a situation like this, I don't know if you trust in God. But if you do trust in God, pray. Trust in God. He'll get you through this. If you don't trust in God, which that's cool to each his own. Talk about it. Let it out. You can put it in the comments below. I'm pretty sure that somebody would be able to reach out to you. Anyways, people, make sure you like, share, subscribe. And it's okay to cry sometimes. Tears is not a sign of weakness. Sometimes tears can be a sign of strength. Anyways, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. All right, bye.